Make sure to write my name right this time.
I didn't write any names this time, actually.
Okay, good.
We are live. Everybody can hear us already.
Oh my gosh.
All right, here comes intro.
Welcome to the Weekly Report on the crypto market, where every day feels exactly the same.
Wake up, ChatGPT. Give me the top 3 mews of the week.
Okay, 1. Shiro has officially reached $1. 2. A new creative bounty mission has gone live. 3. The community hit a new all-time high in holders this week.
Perfect. Let's start the show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just finished sharing it right as it ended, so I did really good today. Welcome to the Weekly Mew. I got Toasty Tony with me, not Tasty Tony. Last week we had a little. I was a little late with getting everything ready for the Mew, and I quickly was doing everything, and I put in Tasty Tony, and he's like, "Can you change it?" I'm like, "No." So Tony's back with us again, and I think we'll be seeing him pretty often. But yeah, happy Sunday, and welcome, Tony.
Cool. What's up, everyone? I'm happy to be back. I remember I always was watching the Mew with my friends, my fellow whales, just cheering Hero on, and it's really fun that I'm here now, even second week in a row. So super happy to be here.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about today. I think that really what we have to talk about is just kind of expectations, right? I think that right now, the Ethereum market overall is slower. If you look at volume on chain for Ethereum, they're on like very, very low volumes, especially for the meme coin market, and the market outside of basically Ethereum and stables. So Ethereum as a chain is kind of at almost record low levels of volume. Will that stay? I don't believe so, right? I think that Ethereum is a chain that cycles just like everything else cycles, and Ethereum is a very important piece for Shiro, right? And volume being there is a very important piece of Shiro. But also, you're looking at all these very important Ethereum memes and Ethereum coins and projects that are experiencing low volume. So, with that, you always have to be thinking, right? Like you have to be thinking ahead. You have to be thinking about what can be next for a project. How can we, build around the fact that there will be ebbs and flows in Ethereum, and making sure that the project has a base that can survive through that, but also thrive even when Ethereum is lower and slower. And so what we're going to be talking about today is a lot of that and kind of what we're building for. And Shiro right now is building for Q4. Right? Like everything is building for Q4, right? Like they call it October, for a reason. And it's October, they call it October. It's, the quarter 4 in crypto is historically the best quarter for crypto. And we're preparing for it, right? Like we're looking at a crypto market that has all this new adoption from institutional levels, and we're all waiting for the users, the public to really onboard more and more, and it's happening a lot slower than a lot of people expected, but it's still happening, right? It's being talked about. The institutions are buying, the things are happening, and we are seeing the altcoins start to move, and they've moved up to really great levels, had some pullbacks. Everything that's happening in the market is very healthy on charts. And, we may have, bigger pullbacks in the market, before we, continue upward. And I think that is something, that as a crypto trader, you have to be ready for. You have to be looking at, and you have to be looking at, where you can position yourself in that market to best succeed. And, for Shiro, for the investors Shiro is looking for, and the type of people that, the type of mindset we look for are those people that are looking for projects that are building, right? Like, and I think that that's something Shiro has proven, and something that we're going to continue to do is continue to build on to what we have, and never stop, right? Never stop building, never stop looking at angles, never stop looking at what you can do to, further your brand. And you look at, these brands, and Shiro's number one goal, and number one, I'm not sure if goal is the right word. Number one admiration as a project and a brand build is, and we talk about it all the time as a team, is Pudgy Penguins, right? Like, we talk about Pudgy Penguins all the time as a team, and what they've done and how they've built. And it took them years to get to where they're at, right? It took them a long time to get to the point where they had a recognizable brand. They had NFTs first. Those NFTs got rugged. They got built again, and then they were a CTO, and then they did well, and then they struggled, and then they did well again, and then they launched a coin, and it went down 99%, even with a recognizable brand. And then they didn't give up. They kept building. They kept building that brand. They kept working on a brand recognition, a brand awareness, bringing that brand into real world. And what that did is it transcended crypto. And now you see, like, institutional investors posting, Pudgy Penguins. You see, all these different things that, and that is the goal. That is the goal for Shiro, is to become a recognizable brand outside of crypto, and once you've done that, it just opens up all these doors for, games and movies and, different merch stuff, and it's unlimited, right? So for Shiro, what we're looking for is these long-term investors that are looking for a project that they can believe in, and a project that has a team, that has a community, that really is there to succeed through the hard times, and come out on the other side. And that's what Shiro's building for, right? And for us, right now, it's all about building for quarter 4, and there's some major deliveries lining up for quarter 4, one after another. And I think that that's what we're excited for.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are definitely reaching out to grow outside of just being a crypto community. We're looking to market ourselves as people who are helpers, like our Pause Forward mission. We could be recognized as a stuffed animal brand, because that's a big thing we're currently working on. And we also want to be recognized in the NFT space slowly. Just a whole bunch of different outreaches, and eventually people will recognize us for not just being a crypto brand, we're Shiro Neko in general. So as time goes on, we are almost 1 year old, so it's already pretty impressive that we're still kicking and still going forward. We have a full team working, which most teams by now would not be still around. Definitely through some of the tough things that Shiro has faced. So
definitely, right? Like, we've been through some of the hardest things that a crypto project could go through, with a hack, and different things with transitions of leadership, and Shiro's been through it. And to have a team that's passionate, to have a community that's still as passionate as the Shiro community is, I mean, it means a lot. And I think that it does show that this cat is not going anywhere, and the plans and the build out of what we want to do just continues to get bigger and bigger, right? So it is something where we're excited about. So I know the number one thing people are waiting for is WinBridge and bridge updates. So bridge update time. So
Yeah.
we don't have a date, and that's the hardest
Yeah.
thing, right? Is we have a lot to talk about, but it really is one of those things where we can give updates on the bridge, but we can't give a date. And we can say that basically I was talking with the team this morning, and the big relay right now is that with the hack that happened on the ship bridge and the things that happened with that, it kind of put a little bit of a hold on things as well. So we kind of really need to see a resolution on what's happening there, because our bridge right now is open to ship as well. We've removed liquidity on Shibarium, but we have a bridge open there, and there's a lot of unanswered questions about what's going on there. What I can say is that our developer has not stopped working on this bridge and on the D app, and has added a lot of extra features, a lot of ability to swap for Shiro has been added. A lot of additional features that include other chains has been, readied. A plug and play addition to allow for other projects to be added is now there, even without our developer. So, a lot of additions are being made to the bridge and to our D app, and to, being able to use that for the betterment of Shiro. And so when the bridge release does come, it will come with a full aggregator on Ethereum and Solana. It will come with, some extra bridge capabilities. It will come with the ability to add projects easily. And so, what's happened has been unfortunate. Really, we were looking at July as our initial timeline for, our Solana launch. But in the end, I think that, when things happen and the timing of when everything will happen, I think it's going to really align well. And like I said, we're really lining up right now for a pretty action-packed Q4 for Shiro, right? With delivery after delivery. And that's the goal, that's the plan. And Q4 is starting soon. So really Q4 is in our sights as being a huge push for Shiro. And it's going to be starting soon. So that's the bridge update right now. It is in the testing and audit phase. We do have a bridge that works. It's not that it's not working. We just want to ensure everything is perfect. And looking at that ship bridge, it was alive for almost 2.5 years before it got hacked, and this hack was around $3 million, I think, worth of tokens that got hacked, right? And you're talking projects on Shibarium. The whole chain right now is down. You can't actually, the Shiro bridge is the only bridge that actually you can bridge in and out on right now. It's scary, right? So dealing with bridges, dealing with hacks, it's very important everything is perfect and that everything is being done exactly how it should be. And we're very proud to be working with the Chainlink team directly on it. So I'm very proud that the Shiro bridge is the one that didn't get touched in this other hack. And I think it goes to say a lot for the measures we're trying to take to not ever have a hack happen again, because we lived through that, and that was a really rough time, and we're still living through that, right? Like I still feel like that hack was why we're here where we are today, market cap wise, and you know what, why we are still trying to build, right? Because that hack cost us millions of dollars, right? And that means marketing dollars, buyback funds, just liquidity out of Shiro. Our staking hack was a very rough one to go through. And if we're looking at adding projects to our bridge and bringing a product, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be safe, and it's going to be one that we can be proud of to propel Shiro forward. That's my spiel.
Yeah, I'm really excited for all the marketing that we can throw onto there, and the partnerships, and just having that framework that we can offer other people. It's gonna be huge to connect with other communities.
I already have 3 or 4 communities that are interested in the bridge. So we are like when it starts, I think it's going to snowball in the fact that we have this bridge available, and then you add in the fact that we can add them to our aggregator, and then you can add them into the other DApps that we want to add into this. I think it's going to be really cool and really special. So
Yeah, so the what I'm thinking is that for other investors to see what our project is about to complete, it only makes sense for this project to go up from here. Like it does not make sense. We're adding all of this utility, so many more people can buy us, and we're at these affordable prices right now. It does not make sense for us to not go up from here.
and I don't like to talk about going up or down, but
Yeah.
what I can say is, and I hinted towards it at the very beginning, is we're looking at Ethereum right now, right? And we're looking at volumes on Ethereum. I did a study on it when we were looking at Solana, and Solana meme coins were like over 10x the volume of Ethereum memes, right? That's increased right now from then. And so if we're looking at volume and we're looking at meme coin volume, Ethereum meme coin volume is at record low levels right now, and so expanding for Shiro is always going to be on our mindset, right? Like bringing in growth opportunity, bringing in new investors. And for us, that right now is a focus on Solana, which is going to bring in a lot of different community opportunities, partnership opportunities, airdrop opportunities, volume opportunities, new DApps that we can integrate into, and a whole new builder economy, right? That Solana is a builder economy that's continuing to build out right now, and still really pretty new, right? Like they're not that old, right? So there's still a lot of infrastructure being built there, and there's a lot to be built on. But not only that, we're looking at other chains. This ability to have our Chainlink bridge gives us the opportunity to really expand, not just to Solana, right? Like we can open the doors to any chain we want. And there are some very, very intriguing chains that are doing some very intriguing things. And we are definitely looking at, even in Q4, expanding to Solana and then further, right? And opening that growth opportunity to even more chains. And there is one chain in specific that we're really looking at that they they're basically run by one of the biggest crypto companies in the world, right? And offer an opportunity now that if you are listed on their chain, you automatically are tradable on their number one sex, well, top 5 sex in the world, right? So I didn't say the name of the chain, but I think that people can guesstimate, where we're headed with that. But again, it really is just more of a thought that Shiro is going to continue to expand. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to look for avenues to grow holder base, to grow, attention, and where we can best do that. And I think that, giving more opportunity to more people, and especially with what this other chain is offering, with their sex, it's very intriguing for Shiro. So how'd I do on teasing and not giving it away?
Very good.
All right. I'm sure there's some people that will know exactly what I'm talking about. There may be some that are going to be like really upset that I didn't mention it. But yeah, we'll see. What's up, everyone? I see a few comments in there. What's funny is someone just asked, are we having a buy contest sometime soon?
It's a pretty good
Shiro
question.
Loco. Shiro Loco, you are the winner of the Price is Right. One of our updates right now is that this week there will be a new buy contest launched. So Q4, I just said, is going to be a big focus for Shiro. Q4 starts in 3 days.
Oh yeah.
So starting out Q4 is going to be a big thing for Shiro, and we really want to push Q4 as our time, right? We want to have a bridge to Solana, to another chain. We want to have a buy contest. We're going to have Miami. We're going to have we're building out staking. We're building out merch and other things, and doing all these things. And Q4 is a big target for us. You will have our 1-year anniversary as well during Q4, and it should be a really good time. So yes, there will be a buy contest. I'm not going to talk about what that buy contest is going to include, but it is going to start this week at some point. So watch out for some announcements. If you're not in our Telegram, join our Telegram and keep an eye out, because we are going to be having a buy contest. Hey, by the way, I don't know if we picked our winner for last week for our shirts. Did we?
I had one in mind, but I forgot their name.
Okay. All right.
I'll have to go back and I'll message that person.
That's what this is hinting towards.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. What up, Randy? Good to see you, man. I'm trying to get better on showing comments during the stream. So if you guys are commenting, I'll make sure to highlight y'all. We got Randy. We got Vanessa in the house. We got Hugs. That's all we got so far. But let's see. All right. Next I have to talk about is our whale community. So some may have seen, some may not have seen that we have increased our limit for our fat cat group. I think that, do you know the number that went up to?
Yeah, so we went from 100 billion up to 500 billion.
Okay.
And everybody who was previously in for 100 billion is grandfathered in. And starting now, all the new buys will have to be at 500 billion.
Yeah. And there's a couple reasons for that. One reason is that, our market cap got lower than we kind of ever expected. And a fat cat group that is investing less than 1,000 really isn't a whale group, right? And the second part of that is that we're really building onto the rewards for that group. And we also have, our own verification bot for it. You can actually go into our Telegram, type /whale, do the verification through the bot, and get added to the group without even talking to anyone now. This bot automatically, will remove people that sell below that limit. If you were once a part of the Fat Cats and you were removed, it was probably from this bot. So you just need to, make sure to re-verify through the bot. I know we lost some of our Fat Cats, but it does. I know some of them are still holding as well, and once in a while they come in and they're surprised. But this well verification bot is a whole new process for us, and we're working out some of the things, but it's really working well. And I think that this new reward program that we're going to be doing through our whale group is going to be one that people are really going to love. So if you're not in there, it's probably a good time to get in there. Usually you raise limits for a good reason, and we're really trying to build on to kind of what perks we have out of that. Speaking of perks, we are really again biting into that whole idea of Pudgy Penguins and kind of what they did and really building on to merch. And I think that if you look at Shiro has a brand, has a recognition, to him. He's got something you can relate to. People love cats, but also he's a funny cat. Like he's lovable. He can be kind of sneaky. He can kind of be all these different things. And I think that what we're building around around that cat right there.
Other side.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when I'm backwards. That cat. When you're building around that cat and really again, we're already looking at comic books, and shout out to Randy and the cat universe. They're releasing their comic books, and Shiro is going to be a part of it. Our games, that we're being added into, and shout out to Teabag and the video game they've added us to, and there's more of those coming. Like this cat is one that I think we can really build around brand wise and merch wise, right? Like I think there's so many times where I've seen somebody design a shirt or something, a hat, or something like that, and I'm like, dang, I want one of those. And so with that, the Shiro merch line is coming. It's coming soon. We're going to have some high-end products. We're going to have some lower-end products. We're going to have some stickers. We're going to have some other merch, and we're really excited about one of those things. And I can finally kind of start showing off is that we are going to release our first set of plushie line for Shiro. This is part of building out a universe. We want to build out a Shiro universe, and these plushies are first edition. We have a lot of ideas, a lot of different models that we want to build out. But Shiro being his own thing, right? Like where Shiro can be a pilot, or Shiro can be a grumpy cat, or Shiro can be a hero, or Shiro can be a whale. And this is an official prototype of the Shiro plushie right now. The plushies are going to be built in with NFC chips that are trackable on chain. which allows us to airdrop holders, to give things to people on chain, to do a lot of different things with. And, you know, there's going to be giveaways within the community for these things. There's going to be the ability to buy them. There's going to be rewards. There could be NFTs attached. There can be a ton of different things. Maybe a construction worker, maybe the village people. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to have the NFC chips. They're going to be scannable, basically tracing to the blockchain, tracing to wallets, and allow us to do a lot of different things. Here's another prototype that's out there, and this is, you know, for our holiday version. But you can see, like, we're building out these plushies. There's a lot of models already kind of being built. This is going to be the first line, and we're really excited about it. And they are, as you can see, already alive. They're already there. They're already, you know, coming to life. You know, they're going to be a big highlight in Miami. They're going to be a big highlight for what we want to do. Tony mentioned earlier, NFTs is something we want to build on. You know, you can build NFTs around merch and plushies and different things. And I think this is a really exciting piece for us, and something I think that really branches that Web 2 to that Web 3 to Web 2 kind of deal that we you know, really want to get to. So yeah, this is the first 3 plushies I have. I have some more, but these are the ones I got to add to the stage for this time.
I wonder if Grumpy's upset that we didn't show hers. Or that.
Yeah, I just grabbed the ones that I was shown so far. I don't think anybody's going to be upset, but I think a construction worker Shiro would be really fun.
That's funny. My girlfriend already called dibs on that one right there.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool, and he looks like pretty soft and squishy. So I mean, that one's going to be hard to beat, I think. You know, even the captain one, I don't think it looks as squishy.
Yeah, it's a perfect football shape too. You can throw that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was thinking like that my dogs would go crazy for that thing. It would not last in my house behind unlocked doors. I know that. But
that's funny. We'll have to treat these like the Gen 1 Pokemon. We got to collect them all.
So I really think that there is that opportunity, right? Like, I think that if we got to that point where, I mean, really, like, you see, like, just the popularity of these type of things nowadays, right? Like, you're seeing the Labubu dolls, you know, and now, like, there's a whole new thing that are taking over those. And I think that really there's a lot of opportunity for what we can build on here, and you know, rewarding the community, and also just, you know, doing something a little different. And I think that, you know, Shiro is going to continue to push those boundaries, continue to push the box like we did with, you know, the charity work, and like we're doing with the plushies, and like we're doing with, you know, the bridges, and really, you know, try and push the box, right? Like, we're not a regular meme coin. We're not going to do things by the standard, right? Like, I think that, you know, we've tried that standard. We've tried to build by, you know, paying KOLs and doing, you know, things the way people do. And yeah, you can bring yourself volume, but it's not sustainable, right? And what we want to do is build a sustainable project that has, you know, real tangible things and tangible results that come from it. And so, you know, doing things like this, doing out of the box marketing, doing, you know, marketing around products I think is something that we want to really lean into. And when you see things like this and things like our charity drive, and like, just the action is not the result, right? Like, yeah, so we did pause forward and we sent Tony over there and had an amazing results, right? We helped so many people. But then we also have tons of content, lots of videos, lots of awareness that we can bring with that, right? And I think that gets lost, right? Like, oh yeah, why are you spending money on that, right? When our market cap's down, and I think that's just the wrong mindset, right? Because you're looking at it as, hey, you are giving our money away, and in a way, yes, we are, to help other people and cats and an orphanage and all these things, but also it's brand awareness. There's going to be videos, there's going to be content that's going to be pushed out regularly, like with these plushies, right? Like, it costs money to design and have them made, but then you have something tangible that you can market, right? Like, hey, this is a project that is pushing into the real world. We're pushing out of Web 2, or pushing out of Web 3 to Web 2. We're making a difference in communities. We're making a difference with, doing something different to where you can have a real Shiro that you can have, right? Like, and you're going to have really great branded merch that really fits the Shiro branding and message. And you're going to have, pause forward shirts that you can buy and help this charity stuff, right? Like, there's so much that so much more to this than, hey, look at this whale Shiro, right? and I think that like, when we're talking these plushies and we're talking charity drives, and we're talking about pushing into the real world, we are talking about having something we can market that people can grab onto. And I think that and grab onto with their hands, but also with their hearts, right? Like, I think that when you talked about the charity drive last week, you said there's people that hear that and they're like, hey, I want to be a part of that. How can I be a part of that? How can I help? Like, can you open and I've been asked so many times for us to open a donation on our website for them to be able to donate for us to do it again, right? And I mean, really, when you're getting that kind of feedback, when you're really tugging on heartstrings, when you're really branching into real world and getting to the point where you have something other than a KOL doing a post on Twitter, right? Like, that people see and then they may buy, they may not, but is that going to bring you any kind of long-term value or long-term results? And we've done marketing campaigns of $50,000 where all people did was post on Twitter, right? Like, when you're talking about doing a campaign where you're helping people and you're creating, real world things and something that expands your brand, you're really, really building. And that's what Shiro is. That's what we're proud of with all this. And, I think that that's what we're looking to continue to do. And if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, then you're in the right spot, because Shiro is going to continue to do that, continue to build, continue to push the boundaries, the boxes, the edges of what a meme coin can do. And I think that that's exciting, and I hope that people that are watching this do too.
I really like that we are working on the organic marketing rather than pay-per-click marketing, because the organic marketing, you just keep growing. If you have a campaign that you do pay-per-click, like posting on X or so, if that one campaign doesn't work, well, then you completely lose all the money you put into there. The organic marketing, it takes a little bit longer, it's more patient, but it's proven like businesses that work in organic types of marketing, they just grow an audience over time, and this audience is a group that sticks with you. It's not just, oh, I see you once, I'm here for you, and then they're gone.
Yep.
So that's really what I like about this community, that we're growing so many different warm, organic, marketable things, along with just being a good community.
Yeah, and we're growing. You know, it is slow growth, and again, you know, right now the market volumes are low, and you know we're seeing that and feeling that. You know, but I still see large wallets accumulating. I see our whales accumulating. I'm seeing what it takes to really create a floor and create something we can build from. And we are building. We're not going to stop building. And yeah, I think we have a lot to be excited about. And Q4 is going to be a big, big quarter for Shiro. So I told you we would not go over, and I think we've done really well. So the last piece for today is we actually have our Shiro game night starting in about 15 minutes. And it is going to be hosted by Tony today. We have a pretty exciting game night, and I'm going to let you talk about it, invite everybody in, and if you're watching, make sure you join our Telegram because yeah, there's prizes, and we're going to be continuing this every week. So
Perfect. Yeah, so trivia night, we wanted to switch it around. In the past, we had a lot of participants in trivia night, but what we as a team kind of noticed was that it it wasn't structured in a way that we really wanted to kind of continue with. So we looked took a step back, looked at everything, and restructured it in a way that we really want to push. That trivia night is super fun. It's one night. It's not dispersed over multiple days, different times. We have it set for Sundays at 1 p.m. Everyone knows now. Sundays 1 p.m. trivia night, trivia afternoon with Shiro. So we have this week. We have a budget of $200. So we will give out $200 over 3 games. Each game will be 20 questions. They're not that hard yet. I'm testing everyone to see how hard I can make these questions. So this week, they are pretty, uh, you should be able to get most of them. I think I took them. I got like an 85 on these questions. So you guys can do pretty good. Our first place winner of game one will get $35. Second place will get 20. Third place will get 10. And we will do 3 of these games. And then at the very end of the night, afternoon, it will be we'll have one final jackpot question. The first person to get this answer right will get a $15 reward. So it's broken down 3 different games, 20 questions each. We all have topics in these games. So one game for today is going to be about cats. The other one is about cryptocurrency, and the other one is general trivia. And yeah, so as time goes on, we can always pick what genres everyone likes the most and then continue off that. But I really want to make this a kind of game that everybody remembers. It's Sunday. It's 1 p.m. Eastern. Wherever you are, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, and it's time to get some Shiro because we will have the ability to have 10 winners. So with pretty
awesome.
good prizes within about an hour to an hour and a half of time. So
Okay. All
it's
right.
good money.
So game night starts in about 15 minutes, maybe about 15 minutes. If you're watching, if you're listening, even if you're listening back, make sure you're joining the Telegram. Every Sunday you can win Shiro. We have constant giveaways in our Telegram. I mean, we have our raid contests. We have game nights. We're going to have some game tournaments. We're going to have a lot of things going. And I think this one's going to be really cool because I think that you know, if you're doing multiple concepts, and I mean, you can learn a little bit, win a little bit of money, have fun, and I love kind of the bringing the community together, and yeah, join up, and let's have some fun.
Absolutely.
All right, let's lead out. Any final words for today?
I think we're all excited for Q4 to drop. We felt
I
it,
agree.
and now we're looking forward.
I agree. This month especially has been a very tough month. You know, there's been a lot of work that's gone into Shiro over the last year, and we're really excited to watch, you know, the results of that. And I think that you know, these major deliveries that we're really readying to push out are a big piece of, you know, the work and efforts that's gone in. And we're going to continue to build, continue to be here weekly, continue to do, you know, our community building activities, and make Shiro a place where, you know, you want to be, a project you wanna and are proud to support. And I think that is the best you can ever say about a project, right? Like, especially a meme coin project. How many meme coin projects can you really say, you know, I'm really proud to be a part of that, right? I'm proud to have had, you know, my piece of building this, or my piece of supporting this drive, or whatever, right? Like, you can't say that in all these other projects that are launching and dying every day. You can't, right? And I think that we have something special that we're building onto, and yeah, I think that that's it. So thank you for joining the Mew, and oh, one more. Where's the orphanage that will receive the plushies? We haven't.
Pakistan.
Yeah, in Pakistan. I believe we haven't really talked about too much where we're going to be distributing the plushies. I do know that we will have the ability to buy them. We're going to be giving some away as well, through some of our games and to some of our fat cats, I believe. But yeah, stay tuned. There'll be a lot more news there. So
Yeah, maybe
all right.
like our giveaways will have plushies that we'll give away instead of Shiro coins or so.
I like it. I like it. And who knows what we do with it. There's a lot to be added, a lot to talk about, a lot to decide, and we're excited about it. So thanks for joining this week. We'll see you next week for another Weekly Mew. Thanks, Tony. See you.
Bye-bye.